Millin here from teslataxi.com.au. Just making this quick video to explain for people doing road trips how best to optimize your charging speed and cost of road trips. Sorry about the lighting here. As you might be able to see on the screen, the battery is currently preconditioning for this charging stop. As you can see, it's 13 degrees outside. Sorry about the speed bumps. We're at a what they call V3 version 3 supercharger today. So this one here is very good as far as the charging speed. So if we plug in here, it doesn't matter whether we're in 1A or 1B, we won't be splitting the power across the charging stations. So we'll just reverse into this charging spot and plug in, and I'll explain a bit more about the arrival percentage and where we came from today. We travelled down from Newcastle, so we're heading towards Victoria at the moment in this Tesla Model Y, and we'll show you through how to plug in the car and how to optimise your charging speed. So when you plug in the car, with V3 the way to tell them is they've only got the one type of plug. The older chargers have two plugs. When we press this button here, it opens up the flap and we can plug that one in. This is quite a large bay. We've got a total of 12 chargers here, and we'll show you the charging speed that we're getting. The preconditioning of the battery means that you're getting a higher charge rate because it's preconditioned the battery to be at the best temperature. So this will ramp up quite quickly to its maximum speed. If we go into the details of this charger, we can see that there's 10 stalls available out of 12, and it's got a maximum speed of 250 kilowatts. With this particular Model Y, it maxes out at 170 kilowatts, so as you can see here, we're getting just over 1200 kilometers per hour on this charging session. We can toggle the display from kilometers to percentage, and we can go into the charging information here and look at the other destinations that we've been to and from. So the previous charging session we did was the other side of Sydney. It was the Newcastle or Heatherbrae charger, so that was our last charging stop. If we set that as our destination, we can see the distance to that charger, which is 203 k's away, and obviously it'll calculate the amount of time if we were travelling back to that charger. With the Tesla navigation system, you can press here and turn off and on tolls. So at the moment it's 200 k's to that charger. If we turned tolls on, this would recalculate and show us the distance going through the toll roads. And I believe it comes down by about 20 k's, or sorry, it might go up by about 20 k's if we go through the toll roads in Sydney to get there. So you just go settings and turn avoid tolls on and off. This is very relevant for Uber drivers. If you are driving a car for Uber and you want to turn the tolls on and off, you can do it in that method that I just showed you. So you can have, of course, your Uber app running on your phone and then your Tesla navigation and run them side by side. Where we end up tonight, I'll just end this navigation, is this motel. So if we want to send the directions from the Uber app or Google Maps to the car, you hit directions and you hit the little dots up here, and then you hit, sorry if the brightness isn't quite right, hit share directions, and then you hit the Tesla app, and then that will send that navigation to the car's navigation system and show you where you're going, how far away it is, and how much charge you'll need to get there. And that will obviously calculate up here. If you can see that, it says it'll take us 30 minutes on this charging stop. Just try adjusting this brightness, see if that makes it a bit easier to see on this screen. So So that shows us that we need 30 minutes charging here to get to our destination of that motel. The optimal way to do road trips is to make sure that you arrive at the charger at around 10% state of charge, so that way you can get the maximum. So as you can see, we're already up to 21% and it's already dropped down to 141 kilowatts of charging speed, or 1,000 kilometers an hour. So to optimize your road trips, always make sure that you only charge just enough to make it to your destination or make it to your next charging stop. And then if you arrive with about 10%, that will give you the maximum charging speed at that charging stop. TeslaTaxi.com.au if you'd like more information about renting a Tesla, either short term to try one out, or if you were wanting to rent one long term for Uber. We've got plans anything from 8 weeks and above. TeslaTaxi.com.au.